Hey, family. So I'm back with another question that I got. It says, how do you move on from a relationship or a friendship loss? So this is good. I think that sometimes we don't understand the emotional toll that losing a friend or a partner actually takes on us, right? Sometimes, and I'll speak more on a friendship aspect because I think for sure we know that when you're in a romantic relationship and it ends, it takes a toll on you. But I think sometimes we don't realize that there's a real grieving process that comes along with losing friends as well. Think about it. Like, this person has become part of your routine most of the time, or, this person probably is someone that you shared a lot of things with. So, that hurts when you don't have that anymore. So I'll give you guys an example, and this is the first time I've actually talked about this in a public setting. So a couple years ago, um, I had someone in my life that I really considered to be a friend that really betrayed not only just me, but people that I loved, family members, friends. And when I say betrayed, I mean in such a huge way. Not only was this person very deceiving and deceitful, but he stole money from not only my family, but like I said, friends, a lot of people that were close. And so two things happened. One, it's like if this is somebody that's around you a lot, my fear was that people were going to start to look at me different. Like, why did you associate with somebody like this? But I truly had no idea. And I mean, this person was around me 24/7. When you saw me, you saw him. If I'm traveling, he was there, So it was very, very traumatic because, one, like I said, I didn't want my reputation to be questioned. And deeper than that, I was just hurt because I felt like I really, really knew this person. I trusted this person. You could have never in a million years told me that they were even built like this, right? So not only was there a lot of hurt and loss and just feeling like I was deceived, betrayed, but like I said, this person was someone that was around me 24/7. I had shared a lot of personal things with. And so, I will say that it really, really took a toll on me for a long time. I didn't really talk about it a lot with people because, it was a sensitive subject. But I started to realize that, like I previously spoke about, I had issues with then allowing people to get close to me. I didn't want to make new friends. I felt as if this person did this and I was around them so much, how can I let somebody else come into my life? I don't want to give somebody the opportunity to be able to do what was just done. But what I will say is this, that no, we can't control what other people do. No, we can't always have the answers. But I will say that, one, it's super important for you to always remain true to who you are. It's super important for you to always make sure that your character speaks louder than anything, that you always walk with integrity. Because, like I told you guys, I had a fear that other people were going to start to view me the way they viewed him or put me in that category. But everyone was like, no, Deja, like, we know who you are. Like, you can't control what someone else does. In addition to that, though, I would also say this, that, it's important for you to have increased discernment. It's important for you to pay attention to red flags. It's important for you to, see people for what they're showing and not, always seeing the potential in someone or seeing, you know, just what you want to see, if that makes sense. Sometimes we have selective hearing and selective seeing. I know I do because I always love to see the best in people. But, reality is reality. So I would say this though, if you're in a process of losing friends, also understand that as you're growing, that losing friends is a thing that happens as well. That doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. That doesn't mean anything's wrong with them. But sometimes people are in your lives for seasons, and that's okay. You have to start to embrace the seasons. You have to start to embrace the changes and the transformations that take place because not only are they good for you to reach the new levels that you're supposed to reach, but also for that other individual as well. There's a book that I read. Y'all know me. I'm gonna always throw a book in here. But there's a book called Necessary Endings. It's so good by Henry Cloud and John Townsend. And they really talk about that idea of not necessarily looking at endings so traumatically, but starting to look at endings in a sense of they're yielding you to a new beginning. So what I would say is, if you're in a transitional phase or you feel like you're losing friends, just know that you're probably in a season of growth, and you're probably about to start attracting different types of friends that maybe align more with the future you, or the things that you're working towards. Whereas some of your old friendships might have been the old you, some of those old ways, some of those trauma responses, right? And that's not always a bad thing. And even as you start to grow and you transition and certain people move in and out of your life, that doesn't mean that you can't love them from a distance. That doesn't mean that you can't love them the same way. But you have to be, aware. You have to be excited for growth, and you have to be able to just allow yourself to accept the newness that comes into your life. Because not every ending is a bad ending, but most of the time it's setting you up for what's best for you. So that's just something to think about. You guys talk to me though. Let me know, like, what are some things that you do when it comes to transitions in your life? When you feel like you've just lost somebody, do you talk about those things? Do you make the mistake like I did and kind of hold on to it and let the residual things build up? How do you really deal with losing new friendships or old friendships, and accepting new ones? All right, so talk to you later.